It'll be one to go this time by. Coming to the green, buddy, coming to the green. Let's go get him. Go, 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 dig, 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 go, 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 go.
Get your motor running. Head out on the highway.
Okay, we'll continue now with our driver press conferences. We've got Kasey Kahne. He drives the number 9 Budweiser Dodge, currently 11th in points. Kasey, your thoughts, 3 races to go before the chase field is set. Your thoughts about the position you're in right now.
Well, it's you know, it's been a good season for us, and I'm glad we're in position to still make the chase and have a really good shot at it. I think our team's doing a great job. We had a little problem last week that set us back. You know, I was looking at 6th in points and being able to get there, and now we're a little further behind. But it's, you know, things have been good this year. Our cars have, our engines have, and you know, just excited to be in the position we're in. I think we have a really legit shot of making the chase. Great shot of running well this weekend. Last year at this race, we led a bunch of laps, ran 2nd. California is a good track for us, and so is Richmond. So, you know, I think we just looking forward to the challenge, see how it all works out.
Questions? Go ahead. We'll get these first 2 on the front row, and then we'll go to Nicole. Go ahead.
Hi, Kasey. Tom Jensen, SpeedTV.com. We've been racing the new car for a year and a half now, or you guys have been racing the new car. How much progress have you made with it, and is it getting any easier to set up and keep consistent through a race, or is it still real knife edge everywhere you go?
It's man, since last year at this time, we've made a ton of progress. I know Gillette Evernham has made a lot of progress, and it's a lot funner to drive now because it actually drives like a race car, and it's so it's fun. As far as the knife edge, it still really is. Even when your setups are close, you can get off really easily. So we're definitely still working on that, trying to make that a little bit not so much of a knife edge, so you lose it on a run and you have to just wait. Like last week we lost it, and I was just waiting for the next pit stop, 50 laps. You know, I'm just waiting for 50 laps, and then we could hopefully get it back. And then we had our problem, but that's just kind of how it is right now. But yeah, the cars came a long ways. The setups, you know, the things that we're doing to make it go around the corner, definitely much better.
Go ahead.
Jim Knockhart from the Bristol Herald Courier. Could you talk about the specific? You talked about the success you had here last year. Could you talk about the specific challenges of this particular race course?
I think just how tight it is and banked and fast. It's really easy to lose speed here, and the passing's difficult at times. The first race this year was a little tougher than the last race last year. This race last year was really, you know, a great race for passing and things. I thought the track was really open. But it's one of them tracks you have to work on. You know, during practice today, it'll be really big to get the car where you want it, because you definitely need it there tomorrow night if you want to run well and hopefully stay out of trouble. That's part of it. This track, you can get in trouble in a hurry by your own self or by others. So it'd be good to have a good car and hopefully stay away from all that.
Go ahead, Nicole.
I'm hidden. Hi, Nicole Mansky, ESPN. I want to ask you about Jeff Gordon. He's riding a winless streak, but he's not the only driver who hasn't won in a while. Why do we tend to hit the panic button for Gordon, but we're not really hitting it for, say, Harvick?
I would say because I don't know for sure, but I think when you look at Jeff Gordon and as much as he's won in the past, to me, if he didn't win last year or this year, I mean, you just look back at how much he won 4 years ago or 3 or 7 or 8 years ago, and the guy he's been so good in this sport that if he's not winning, what's wrong? You know, why isn't Jeff Gordon winning? I think he's, you know, why is that? I don't know, but he'll get there. Obviously, he's won enough that he'll figure it out and win plenty more before he's done.
Go ahead.
Dave Onge with the Kingsport Times News. With the success Childress had here in the spring, kind of making late pit stops to get tires, as a driver, if a caution comes out 10 laps left in this deal, are you going to try to go for tires now that there's ability to pass, or do you still want the track position?
More than likely, I would think you'd want the track position, but the tire's different this year, or this race, than it was. Well, I heard the tire's different. I don't know how much different it is, but I know it's a little bit different, so I don't know exactly. And then every race it changes and the track changes, so until we get some practice in today, it'd be hard to tell exactly what we'd be doing under pit stops. But I know that at times you can put on tires if there's 40 laps to go or something and definitely pass a lot of cars, and other times you just kind of stay in your spot. So it'll be something that we have to figure out as the weekend goes.
Go ahead, Ed.
Ed Hinton, ESPN.com. A little off the wall, Kasey. An old controversy has arisen anew on our website as to whether race drivers are athletes. Are you?
I don't know. I don't know how you actually. I think when you. I played a lot of basketball. I've played a lot of baseball and things, so I understand like kind of what they do to a certain point with coaches and things, because they run you and do things so much on you. So as far as the being in that kind of shape and that kind of no, we're not. I don't think you have to be like that. I mean, I try to stay in good shape. Carl Edwards is in great shape. Jeff Burton. There's a lot of people that are in great shape that could go out and play basketball right now on a pickup team for sure and have fun. But as far as do you have to, I don't think you have to be in that kind of shape to race in this sport. I think what you have to have is the focus for 4 hours without ever losing that focus and the drive and things like that to pass and to beat people and to win races. So I mean, there's definitely a lot there that you have to have when you play sports, as far as focus and want and drive and all that. But as far as do I have to be able to can I run 5 miles straight and do I have to do that to race? I don't think so.
A couple more here. Jared, go ahead.
Jared Turner, NASCAR scene. Kasey, looking at your season, it's sort of been a season of spurts. Your wins obviously were close together and so forth. What do you attribute that to, and how do you think you can sort of fix that and become more consistent going into the chase?
Well, I think our consistency's been there. I mean, we've been, I haven't looked at results in a long time, but I feel like we've been from probably 7th to 15th in just about every race since we won those races. Maybe not everyone, but there's a lot of them that we've been right in that area. So consistency in that spot we've had. Last week we had an engine problem. That's part of racing. That's the way it goes. Nothing you can do about that. So I think our consistency's been good. We haven't been consistent on winning or on running top 3 or whatever, but who has? I mean, other than the 18, I don't think anybody really has. I think Carl's getting up to that point, and Jimmy's getting much better and things. But, from 7th to 15th or so, I think we've been really consistent. Our team's done a great job, and it takes time. Last year, this time of the year, we were 28th in points and didn't have a shot at anything. So, I think we've came a long ways as a team, and our consistency from 7th or 8th to 15th has been really good as far as I can see.
Any other questions for Kasey before we let him go? Okay, Kasey, thanks so much for coming in. Good luck
Thanks.
this weekend.